So the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene's back, and from what they're talking about, it sounds like she's gonna be back for real, like for the rest of the season. So I may have to check out the rest of the season. But let's see. I didn't write anything down, so I'm gonna try to remember as much as I can. It started off with Phaedra talking about going to Washington D.C. And I haven't been watching this season, so this is the first time I got introduced to Kim on the show. So Kim kind of seemed like an asshole just throughout this show. I want to like her because I mean she's Regine. How do you not want to like her? So, but it's like, well, one, I know for a fact they edited her the wrong way. Like when Phaedra was like, "Oh well, I need to take my team because I have two small children," and then like almost immediately after Phaedra's segment, they cut to Kim's segment. They were like, "Yeah, so me and my husband are really hands on, and we don't need no nannies and none of that." Like she was kind of like trying to throw shade, but I think that was just the editing. I don't think she was trying to be a bitch because it's like she don't know. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. One thing I did not like because after watching the entire episode, like she left after the congresswoman said like America doesn't like little black boys. And I understand that your son is young, but I mean, it's the truth. And I think he needed to be a part of that conversation. I think you're shielding him from the truth because, I mean, Tamir Rice was around his age and that little boy was killed. So, like, you're trying to shield your son for something that is happening in our times. And I don't think that's fair. I think he should know. And I think he was picking up on your vibes. Like, you didn't give a shit, so he didn't really give a shit. Because I mean, we heard him talking about, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be doing this, why I gotta be here, why I gotta be this. And that makes him sound horrible. Like, that makes your son sound bad because it makes him sound like an ingrate. And I know he's probably not, but girl. And just after watching this whole entire episode, I'm just like, girl, why'd you go? Because you seem like it was just so hard. And I mean, I know having multiple kids is hard, but it's like your husband wasn't there, so you're used to having your husband's help. Why didn't you just stay at home, girl? And then you didn't even stay for the Million Man March because you had an event. Girl, why didn't you just stay your ass at home? Just say thank you for the invite, but it does not match up with my, anything I wish I could have gone, or leave the babies at home. I'm pretty sure your mama or somebody could have came in and watched them. I'm just saying. Anyways, Kenya, like I said, I have not been watching, so I did not see the previous episode where she went to her family reunion. But if it was me, I wouldn't have done something that sensitive on national TV. I feel like she was trying to, get sympathy points. And I mean, eventually moving on to when her aunt and sister and cousin came to talk to her, I did sympathize with her because her family ain't shit. Point blank, period. Her family ain't shit. And I'm surprised she still talked to them because I wouldn't. How about that? Oh, okay. Um, so I sympathize with her on that point, but I wouldn't have done that on national ass TV. Because, girl, no. You ain't about to sit here and embarrass me on national TV, you asshole. Anyways, moving on. I skipped through all of Candy's parts because, as I've said before, I don't give a fuck about Candy no more. I might one day again, but as of now, I don't. I saw that Mama Joyce now all of a sudden loves Todd, but yeah, no, I've been done with Candy for a minute, and I'm gonna keep being done with Candy until she gives me a reason to not be done with her. So yeah, and we're gonna keep on moving forward to when Nene comes back and she sits there and has a conversation with Cynthia. It just kind of felt fake. Like, you know how they like try to fix their friendship last season, but it didn't really take. It kind of feels like the same thing. I don't think they're really gonna be friends no more. Kenya was on Twitter talking about, does anybody else feel that this is like some fake love fest? Yeah, it kind of felt fake and forced. Like they just needed a way to bring Nene back on the show without just being like, okay, y'all, like we needed to bring her back because we didn't really have nothing popping before. Because I mean, as I've heard from many people on social media, Kim is not that interesting. She's not here for the bullshit. She's too grown for the bullshit. But that's what the show is about. The show is about the bullshit. So they needed somebody who was about the bullshit. So she's not working out, and they got rid of Claudia. They got rid of, Portia's good for, this and that, and the third. But Portia, I don't think Portia's going to go out and start something. With Nene, she's going to go out and start something, be it not even intentionally. It's just her personality. It can ignite something. And that's the type of personality she has. And that's the type of personality the show needs. So they had to bring her back, point blank, period. The only other person whose personality is like that is partially Phaedra. She gets stuff ignited just by her personality and stuff that she says. But the only other person whose personalities like that is Kenya. You can't just have one individual on the show whose personality can ignite an entire, 3 episode battle royale. No, you need more than one person. So, yeah. But it felt forced. Like they needed a way to bring her back on the show, so they were just like, "Oh yeah, act like y'all friends now," because she was never shady to Cynthia when they was friends in the first place. But now all of a sudden she's shady and she's this and she's that, and yeah, no. I ain't believe it. So I guess I'll watch next week's episode and see what is going on. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, Glam Squad.